What's going on? I'm Michael Lee, and I want to thank you all for watching this, YouTube video. But let's go ahead and get into it. I want to go ahead and tackle a few questions about music, my music, and whatnot. Just kind of let people know about who I am and that kind of stuff. But I'm Michael Lee, professionally known as rapper Michael Lee. And when I do music, I release music up under my own record label, Juice Bar Records. Formerly had my own DJ service, Just Chillin' Productions, but I don't need to do as much as I did for that because most of my stuff is online, and I call it Juice Bar Music. So Juice Bar Music, JBM, Juice Bar Music. I call it Juice Bar Music because I love juice. I love to drink juice, and I love I guess you would say the features, the facts, the nutritional value that it has. And so it's Juice Bar Music, not Juice Bar Records. So JBM, Juice Bar Music, and that's why I named my record label that. You know what I'm saying? And I do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anybody signed to it, nothing like that, because I feel as though you always have to put something on it. Like whenever you do something, you don't just say, "Okay, I done did something." You have to contribute to something or somebody, and that's my something or somebody. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. I want to at least answer 5 questions. All right, who am I and when did I start music? Well, I am Michael Lee. That's Lee, middle initial W. So that's Michael Wayne Lee, professionally known as rapper Michael Lee. I've been doing music since 2009 when I started to DJ. Start to practice at home and then go out to the public and then DJ. All right. Now, throughout my life, I've been a part of like music when it comes to a chorus. I've been a part of the preschool chorus. I've been in different plays for school and church activities and whatnot. But for me, it was 2009 when I really started music. So it started with DJing, and it went to remixing songs, then producing, then making beats, and then becoming an artist. So the next thing is the next thing is, what do I use? Well, me particularly, I use GarageBand, and it's on my 2000 late 2009 MacBook Pro 15-inch that I used to DJ with. All right. Don't When I DJ now, I still practice, but when I practice, it's not with Serato or anything like that. It's party DJ. Or it's UDJ. Well, it's called the same thing. UDJ, party cloud, stuff like that. And so it's UDJ, party cloud, or party cloud and UDJ, and it's available on the Chrome store. If you don't know what that is, find out. I have a Acer, and that's what I used to practice on. Just put on the headphones and I just go to town with it. You know what I'm saying? I do top 40. You know what I'm saying? Top 40, EDM, stuff like that, which means whatever the DJ picks. That's what I use, and it's programmed already, so I just select what I want to play and just go from there. I have my latest mix, my latest plan with it, which consists of beat juggling, stuff like that, beat matching, looping, stuff like that. And the latest one that I have was from like last month, and that's on my Mixcloud. So Party Cloud, you DJ, and that's what I use. I don't care about Serato Scratch Live. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just, it's much more simpler when I can just hook up and just start going. Now, I stopped DJing because it got complicated. One, because I don't DJ like I used to. Like, okay, when I DJ, it is at home. I don't like actively try and get gigs. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. But when it got complicated because one, my mom thought she knew more than me. I don't mind saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna be the age you is and talk about your mama? Well, she went with me. You know what I'm saying? But she thought she knew more than me when it comes to DJing. But I'm the one that took the time and the effort. I had that year and a half when it comes to practicing DJing at home before I went out into the public and started to DJ. My name got put on that business license, not hers. And two, it got complicated. For me, how I do my DJ gigs, it required Wi-Fi, and sometimes you had it, sometimes you didn't, and it gets complicated. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the point right now where I just got too big, and I ain't want it. Like, how I get too big? You know what I'm saying? Like me, I want my own networking room. If you don't know what a networking room is, it's where, like, we have Charter, right? And so in order for you to get the internet, they have networking rooms, which is filled with switches and knobs and stuff like that, which allows you to connect to the internet. And so it's just not feasible for me to just to DJ like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it takes. Because that's what connects me, which is the internet. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to the last show that I had to ask if they had Wi-Fi, because that's what's needed. Some DJs have record box, you know what I'm saying, and that is connected to the internet. Some DJs have Serato Scratch Live, and that uses the internet. But now Serato Scratch Live is not even in there anymore. It's Serato DJ, and I don't like Serato DJ. You don't have to pay for that. Now Scratch Live you pay for, Itch you pay for, but it's better when you have the internet. But it's just too much, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, it takes discipline to DJ, and I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? When I DJ, when I DJ, in front of people, I would want to just stop DJing right there and just start rapping. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? They didn't pay me to rap. They paid me to DJ. And that's what I'm gonna do. But it's all DJ. The last setup I had was what the thing was. It was a Vestex ZCI 300 MK2. Don't really use that anymore. I just use the laptop, like I said. But keep going. I'm gonna keep going because I can talk about that all day. Like for me, I wanted to do a whole wireless system. You know, when it comes to speakers, instead of hooking the speakers up, I wanted mine wireless. That's what I was looking into next, but it just got too complicated. You know what I'm saying? And it's not what I wanted. You know, people were more concerned with all the bells and whistles than they were with the DJing. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that because you want what you want. You know what I'm saying? But me particularly, I just wanted to DJ. I just wanted to entertain. But it took more that I want to give. You know, and me particularly, I found out that in my opinion, it's better when you have something wired than wireless. Because the sound quality is better when you use a wired mic. But it's just not feasible. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are all over the place and are talking in here and there and all that kind of stuff. And then you have to keep up with everything. With just one mic, you know what I'm saying? Now I see where they have a multiple mic system, you know, where it cut like 4 or 5 microphones, this wireless system, and it costs $400-500. But in my opinion, that 4 or 5 microphones that can't compare to the wired Sennheiser that I had or to the EV microphone that I have. And so it just, because that's just how it ended up. You know, you either have two choices when you are involved with life or a career. Okay? Either stay the same or evolve with everybody else. In my opinion, I was evolving with everybody else. And you don't do that. You know, if I'm evolving with everybody else, then why would you hire me? You know what I'm saying? Why you can't just hire somebody else? Now, if I stay me, it's the reason why you hire me. Because I have something that you want. But me, I see DJing as this elaborate type ordeal in which you come to watch one person. In which everybody is just watching this one person. Everybody is concentrating on this one person. And I strive to translate that and to transfer that into being a recording artist. Into being a rapper. And that's just how it is. And I made it that way. You know what I'm saying? People love my music. You know what I'm saying? People listen to it. You know, it's evident. I get music plays. You know what I'm saying? And I get feedback, which is what I want. You know, I get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, you know, upwards up to a few thousand, you know, a few thousand plays. But it's a trade-off. You either want one or the other one. You either want feedback or constant plays. I want feedback, and I get feedback. People tell me they like my stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ask how I do what I do, and I explain it. You know, and that's what I want because I can constantly keep growing and constantly, you know, get better and increase. And that's what it's about. And so, let's see. How do I get what I want to answer is the question I want to ask and answer is how do I get my inspiration for, making a beat. And what I want to say is, at this point in time, I am experimenting with beats. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. See, what I do is I take the time to say, okay, what do I want out of this beat? Do I want emotion? Do I want to show my skills as a beat maker? What do I want? And what I want is to both, but not at the same time. I want emotion and to show my skills, depending on what the beat is. You know what I'm saying? And I strive to sell my beats. And no, I will not lease my beats. I will not rent my beats. When I say beats, I mean musical compositions, not beats as in like the Beats by Dre and stuff like that. And the reason why I don't want to rent them, and I will not rent them, and the reason why I will not lease them, or let them, or whatever you want to call it, release, but when it's England, it's called let. And shout out to England, and shout out to Italy, because I have sent some of my stuff over there, just so I could be worldwide. I'm not expected to go over there, nothing like that. Shoot, I'm finna go online, look at these restaurants, see how they menu look, because I'm that kind of person. I love looking at menus. And so it's like, you know what? They got their information on the bottom, their email address. I'm finna email them. I emailed them. And it was like, cool. Okay, you just went from that. But me particularly, I will not, and I'm going to say this is 90%, I will 90% say I will never, rent. I will never finance my beats. What you call that? Rent, lease? Yeah. I will never rent. I will never lease my beats. 90% wise. It's 90% chance that I will never rent or lease. And it's because there's one fact. And that one fact is that it's simpler legal wise. You be like, well, I rented it out, or stuff like that. I let somebody buy for a few dollars, a few cents, or lease, or whatever you want to call it. Lease, rent. Okay, I will never do that because it's too complicated. Like, it ain't no big deal for a few hundred or a few thousand people to lease my beat. Yes, it is, because somebody might make it big, or two people might make it big with your beat, and then it might be similar, and then they gonna be at odds, and the court will look at you like, why would you do that? And then you will be in trouble. As for me, it's clear and cold. I got beats out there for sale, and I'm just trying to get one price from you. And how you can get it to me is, what you call that now? It's it is MoneyGram. You either MoneyGram that thing, or you Western Union it, or you MoneyGram or Western Union. You know what I'm saying? You send it that way, and then bam, we in business. I have a page, Hulkshare.com/DJ Big Mike GA. That's Hulkshare.com/DJ Big Mike GA. That's BIGMIKEGA. No, I will not provide the link to the description below. Too many people say that, and just the whole thing. No. Just remember, Hulkshare.com/DJ Big Mike GA. And I have stuff on there, but one set price, and then bam, it's over. I mean, it's on there to download. You can pay for it that way. Hit me up. See, Michael Lee 01984 at gmail.com, but mainly it's Hulkshare.com/DJB Mike Shea. Leave a comment, saying you interested, or get on my Facebook or Twitter or something like that. But at the end of the day, people like, well, I'm doing my thing. People can rent my stuff for 99 cents. Hell no. Because it's simpler that way, when you can just say, like, okay, check it out. I have this one beat that I did. Okay. This musical composition. And you can have it for this one price. Non-negotiable. Because I have to feel whole inside. Okay, so you can't come back and be like, well, I want you to pay me some more for this beat because it went viral. No. It ain't none of that. That's not right. That's not good. That's not good customer service. I don't rent and I don't lease. It's buy. Okay. And I ain't even playing, because of all the stuff that I learned over the years with chorus and all that kind of stuff. My beats were either $500, we can add extra zero, which is, or 2 zeros, however it is. That's $500,000. And it take that, because somebody gonna use it, or somebody just gonna leave it, and I don't care. Once you buy it, it's yours. So if you want to just leave it there, when you download, if you want to just leave it, just leave it. You know what I'm saying? But nobody will ever convince me that that's too much money, because it's not. In my opinion, and I ain't playing with this, I would really like $950,000 every beat that I made. Because it take time. It took me 2 years to learn how to play the keyboard enough so that I can make rap beats. Took me 1.5 years to learn how to play Kumbaya on the piano, because I can do that now. You know what I'm saying? It is about sequencing your beats. It's about timing. You know what I'm saying? It's about making sure you got the waves that you want. You have to make sure that you have the sound that you want, and that you'll be able to get how you gonna get it. Because in my opinion, no matter what you use, except for maybe Audacity, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you use, when you export that beat, it's gonna be mixed down. So what you hear in that window is not gonna be the same thing that you hear when you get it exported into iTunes and stuff like that. Because it's gonna be mixed down, it's gonna be processed, maybe filtered, stuff like that. And so you have to make sure everything is loud enough and good enough so that when you hear, you be like, okay. And so, like I said, either $500 or $500,000. And it takes me roughly 40, 45 minutes to make a beat. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's other stuff in life, like watching TV, writing business plans, learning about, what's going on with CNN and the president and stuff like that, and the king and queen, or the prince and princess, the duchess of England and stuff like that. So it's other stuff in this world that's within that, that's worth it, instead of just being like, okay, well, I'm finna spend the next 6 days in the recording studio. That ain't neither. I ain't finna have that. Or I'm finna spend $6,000 on this sequencer. Or I'm finna go somewhere and build this rack. You know what I'm saying? With the CD player and the compact disc and the duplication and replication, all that kind of stuff. You don't need all that. In my opinion, $60,000 would give you a great recording studio. And it will yield millions. And so you can pay for it and just keep going. But what I want to say is that for me, I want live. And when I say live, I want to go ahead and clarify. All right. Live means some people who make beats, producers, or even rap artists who know how to make a beat, they'll go on a beat making software and they'll use the drums on them. I don't want that. I want it. Say for instance, if I want drums on my beat, I want somebody to actually get on the actual drum set and do it themselves and do the drum part. You know what I'm saying? And so I want that whole. If I want a synthesizer, if I want an orchestra, you know, like when you do the orchestra thing on a keyboard or on the keyboard for the actual laptop or the desktop or a MIDI keyboard, when you do an orchestra, I want a full orchestra to do mine because it's worth it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, some artists, you know what I'm saying, they'll go on their beat making software, go on their dial, and then they'll type out the beat and do their thing and go into the booth and spit it. I don't want that. I want what, I probably said this once before, but I want what Tina Turner had on that movie that she was in. I forgot what movie that was. When that man saw her at the nightclub and she started singing Ike and Tina Turner, that whole movie, you know, and then ended up getting divorced at the end. I want that whole thing. When she was in the studio with the orchestra and the orchestra started playing and then she started singing. I want the same thing but for rap. And I don't care about the price. Because it's just life. You know, when something's worth it, you just go for it. But for me, it takes 45 minutes to do a beat. And so I try and stay as pure as possible. And I'm pretty sure I've said this before. It's a difference, okay? It's a difference between a home recording studio and a professional recording studio. And live is what I want out of a professional recording studio. Because if I'm going to pay you for something, I'm going to pay you for the best. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to take my time and my gas and all of that stuff to go to somebody's recording studio, I want the best. And I don't care what it costs. Because certain things in life just worth it. And that's why I got started making beats, which are musical compositions, you know, in GarageBand, because I was just hanging out one day and I was like, I'm tired of this shit. And then I was like, what the hell? And so I clicked on the icon and ended up in GarageBand and just went from there. And that was at the time I was still DJing. It's like, you know, I can DJ and rap at the same time. Well, not exactly that, but I can hold both of them down. But it ended up being too much. You know, I would like to offer my clients, you know, if I had, you know, if I was DJing, I would have liked to offer to them, you know, a recording of their event. But that takes money. In order to have a proper machine so that you can take discs, CDs, and duplicate and replicate, that take $2, $3, $4, $5, $6,000. But who got that? I mean, like I said, you know, if something is worth it, it's worth it. But not with DJing. But with rap, R&B, stuff like that, yes. DJing, no. I will not be a money pit. My product will make me money. And so, like, And then most DJ gigs are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. And guess what? Where that? With a RAM. Most recording softwares don't go that long. Let me say this again. Most recording softwares don't go that long. You know, GarageBand go an hour and a half. I don't know about Pro Tools and the other stuff, but that's how it is. Now, if you want to do a hardware and use like a Tascam or something, the problem with that is when you record it, you have to go back all 6 of them hours and produce it again so that you can put it onto a CD or put it onto your computer and then have it exported and stuff like that. Who had that time to do that? I'm just being honest. When I DJ, okay, you got 30, 35 minutes after the gig to do your thing to make sure you out of there so that they don't have, so that, you know, you can be safe and so that you can make sure that you don't take up too much of your client's time. And to spend down an hour and a half take 45 minutes. I mean, so say you record in GarageBand, you get everything. All right. Got the whole night. It takes 40, 45 minutes for it to spin down. Then, which was trying to rush so you can do your thing before everybody leave. Then everybody left, then what? I mean, it's just too complicated. I mean, how I look at it now is, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go out to the store, right, and you go to most stores, Macy's, Kohl's, Staples, maybe even, I don't know if they do that at Best Buy or not, but most stores have a computer, right? So that you can go up to it and you can order your stuff and then you can get the receipt and go and pay for it and then wait for it to come in. And that's how I want to treat my clients. But it's just too much. I want them to be like, you know what? I want them to be like, you know what? Whatever music you want to hear, put it on there. Put it on the computer, and it's gonna be there when the gig come through. You know, when it's time for the gig. But that's too much. I'm talking about I want to take them shopping so they can pick out their own DJ gear. And then when I finish, it's yours. When I finish the gig, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to break down there. I can just go. But that take too much. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. You know, but you know, why? Why when you can apply yourself, hit the recording studio in a reasonable way, and then make money? I mean, it's just too much to DJ anymore. So when somebody like, I DJ, how you DJ? You know, I'm at the point of time in life where my next thing, you know, in life, if I had to say something, would be, you know, if I need to say this. I mean, I spend a lot of time in life looking at different, you know, modes of, you know, transportation other than, you know, like planes. I love to look at private planes, love to look at private helicopters. I love to look at, you know, band tour buses, love to look at yachts, you know, private yachts. I mean, I didn't know the city where I was from. The city where I grew up, which is Columbus, Georgia. I didn't know that they had their own marina. And if you don't know what a marina is, it's a place where boats be, people do water sports and whatnot. And that's called, see, I be in Columbus, Georgia, and that's called Lake Oliver Marina. And it's right off River Road, not too far, you know, from where I live. It's right off the expressway. And I'm like, shoot, living on a yacht would be nice. But it's like this. If you had $1 million to spend, would you rather spend it in the recording studio? You know, would you rather spend it on buying recording studio equipment, or would you rather spend it on a nice yacht? You know what I'm saying? Like 148 inches long, 2 engines, you know, 8 berths. You know, berths is like how many people in you can sleep in there, stuff like that. How it docks, stuff like that. You know, I don't know a lot, but some stuff, you know. Ooh, I didn't thought about this one. Even the private submarine, life underwater. You know what I'm saying? Like that movie, starring Denzel Washington when he was in the military in that submarine. You know, he was a submarine captain. Some captain has to come, stuff like that. Columbus, Georgia ain't a bad city for that. So it's like, would you rather spend your money on personal or business? You know, actual facts or future? I want my own actual facts. Because it don't take me a lot. It don't take a lot for me to record. But then where would it stop? And that's recording. Where do being a recording artist stop? Where do, music stop? You know what I'm saying? Where do you be like, I just want to stop and just have a regular life? But in order to make sure you produce good music, you have to maintain your voice. You have to make sure you rested. You have to make sure you go to your doctor checkups. You have to make sure checkups. You have to make sure that you have a medium, like a bass for your voice. You can't go too high and you can't go too low or to mess it up. But that's just me. That's just how it is. Like, do you want to spend money, time, and resources? Because it's out there now. Do you want to? Because it's out there now. Because it's out there now. But so, do you want to spend that on what you can feasibly do, or what other people are doing? Because other people hit the studio. Other people have podcasts, record labels, stuff like that. Or do you want to be like, you know what? I just want me a yacht. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where I can sleep and stuff like that. And when it storms, just put it on dry land. And go somewhere else, go like to my mama's house or something like that, and you spend a night, and then when you get back, regular, put it back on the water. Because I am not trying to, ever since I heard that thing about what happened in New Orleans, Katrina and those storms like that, like, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't want to be that stubborn. So somebody be like, well, we want you to evacuate. Oh, let's go. Let's evacuate. Okay, let's go. I ain't trying to drown that way, because you just never know. But that's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could use something like Pro Tools, but it's too synthetic. You know what I'm saying? It's not real enough. So me, I mainly concentrate on like the drums and piano and stuff like that. But when I want to create a beat so I can sell it, I just go out with that one. You know what I'm saying? Be synthetic as it want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for me, it's for somebody else. But the main thing I want y'all to get from this is whatever you do in life. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you go and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever goals and dreams, aspirations that you have. Just make sure that you are whole as a person. Just make sure you feel whole as a person. And what that means is make sure that when it's all said and done, that you can be like, you know what? I feel whole. I let it go, and I am calm about it. Until next time, our praises to Mother Earth.